I was not wise enough. He has suffered and become twisted. I could not protect him and his mother from the world and its cruelty.
Seymour was discriminated against as an interracial individual, and unlike Yuna, he can't really pass as one race like she can.
I gotta tell Waka.
At a young age, he was exiled alone with his mom on an island. She later dies to be used by him as the summoning within the system, but he did not choose to do this. Seymour is disillusioned with Spira. He understands that death seems to be the end result of everything that's going on. Instead of wanting to change Spira, he falls into despair. Seymour, much like every other Spirian, is a product of his world. Being aware of how Spira works is not comforting. If anything, it's alienating, which we see when Yuna gets excommunicated from her church. The reaction to understanding Spira between Seymour and Yuna is the difference between their character. In a personal sense, not in a writing sense, but yes, in a writing sense. Seymour doesn't have hope. Seymour doesn't have love. Seymour only has emptiness that he's following, which is sadly very relevant. And if you want 13 more minutes of discussing this parallel between him and Yuna, there's a video for it, link in the description. And one other interesting thing to note with Seymour is that he's kind of used to express our understanding of Yevon. You fight him the most out of all the characters within the game, but the first major interaction with this character is when he joins the party, where our understanding of everything that's been going on is not explored at all yet. He joins your party during an operation ran by the church. They are putting on a show to fight sin, which is just a rhetoric tactic to make the church look better, and also to disempower an upstarting movement within the church. So you, the player, are ignorant of actually what's going on behind the scenes until you actually fight Seymour again as a boss. Seymour has murdered his father, and Yuna, in her naive and strong heart, decides to confront him, thinking that it will not go badly. I love Yuna because she's so in tune to justice. She wants to hold him accountable for his crimes, but he holds tons of institutional power. They get branded as traitors, and he moves up in terms of power. But in any case, fighting Seymour shows the deliverance from focusing on the environment in the story to the religious aspect. And the last time you fight him is when we're at the end of the game. The last time you fight him is within sin. Everyone within the story is now aware of everything that's been going on. And this reflects the two different point of views that the characters have. Seymour wants death for everything. He does not have hope. He does not think anything can be better than finally dying, and he plans to use sin to do so. The party wants to dismantle the tool for oppression and death, while he wants to use it. Seymour cannot envision a life without sin. Seymour cannot envision a life better than death. All of the pain, death, and trauma that's been occurring within Spira is not made by a god. It's done by the inhabitants of the world. The reaction to understanding this speaks a lot about the individual. You could call it existentialism versus nihilism, or active nihilism to passive nihilism. Seymour fell into despair, but Tidus and Yuna are not going to fall into that. They're going to change the world for the better because they have hope.
So, it is you, after all, who will send me. But even after I am gone, Spira's sorrow will prevail.
Sin will be right behind you.